Hey y'all, my name is Kyle Bowen. I work at Western Hills Church of Christ as their preaching intern. I also work with college students and young adults, and that's what my ethnography project has been focused around. We are located an hour north of Austin, 2 hours south of Dallas. So on that I-35 corridor, if you've ever driven it, it's been a fun summer. So we're about a church of 400. We've seen roughly 40 college students and young adults in my ministry this summer. This is my third summer working at this church, but my first in this new capacity. The last two were with youth. This is a brand new ministry that we've been rolling off the ground, so I was really interested in seeing its effectiveness, if it would last, the worthwhileness, and so that's what my ethnography project is all about. So my big motivating issue, the why of this, is I'm passionate about college ministry. While I'm in Abilene, I serve as a campus minister for the University Church of Christ, working with college students there. I've focused a lot, as much as I can, of my grad school work on college ministry. It's the thing that gets me up each morning. And Western Hills, this church that I've worked at for multiple years, hasn't had a college ministry, even though there are two colleges in town, even though there's been a strong youth ministry. And I wanted them to, and so when I had this chance to come in, I wanted to start that, and I also wanted to show them that this is worthwhile. So I used a comparative puzzle comparing the spiritual life of college students before this summer to college students at the end of the summer, trying to see if there is spiritual growth there, trying to see if the targeted college ministry enhances this in any way. My exact research question is, does having a specific college ministry at Western Hills Church of Christ enhance the spiritual growth of college students attending Western Hills? I looked at that in three main areas of spiritual life. Obviously, you can look at it in so many different ways, but at Western Hills, we have a discipleship triangle, composed of with Jesus, in community, and on mission. And so my interview questions had an initial interview looking at before the summer, follow-up interview looking at the college ministry and its impact. All those questions were rooted in those three areas: with Jesus, in community, and on mission, all around this idea of discipleship, around this idea of spiritual growth, and enhancing that through a targeted ministry. So what I discovered that there was growth. Some of that could have just been, college students being nice to me, but I also heard some negatives, so I really do think that in their interviews they were open and honest about the growth that they experienced this summer. It was awesome. God did a lot of wonderful things this summer in the college ministry at Western Hills. I was amazed. I was surprised at just how much growth there was. Because in my initial interview, I saw a lot of dissatisfaction among the students about where their faith was, about where their spiritual life was at right then, which concerned me. I know college is difficult. It's hard to maintain faith during college, but it still worried me that every single person that I talked to was having doubts, was going through significant struggles. One girl was talking about she had pretty much lost her faith completely. Yet by the second interview, all of them were reporting growth. All of them were reporting amazing things that God had done in their life in those three areas with Jesus in community and on mission. Everyone seemed to have a fire for Jesus. It was wonderful, which just confirmed my belief that when God is presented with opportunities to work in people's life, He answers the call. He hits a home run every time because God's wonderful in that way, which we all know. What I learned about people is that a lot of these college students are willing to go deeper than I anticipated, become more vulnerable with me than I expected, which was interesting. It really helped the study, really getting beyond the shallow level and into the deep notions about spiritual growth and how people were growing, which was good to see. So, what happens next? In a week and a half, I leave Western Hills, head back to Abilene. And because of this, there's going to be a leadership change. Some young adults, some college students that are staying in the Temple area are going to take over the college ministry, make it their own. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see this growth that has happened because of this ministry continue. And I'm really going to talk to the elders. I've got an elders meeting on Sunday. Really put in a bug in their ears about this is the thing that needs empowered. This is the thing that needs resources and a trained minister. This is something that cannot be forgotten or put aside, but it's something that really needs to go forward. So I'm excited. This project was a success. It really showed that these students grew, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. Thank y'all for listening.